So today I have with me a person who was not related to anyone associated with Bollywood industry and she still made a name. Her name is Disha,
Thank you so much.
but we'll get started.
Sure.
So Disha, kaisi ho?
Doing good, doing fine. A lot of, things are going on in life. So, yeah, pretty much good.
So you are into modeling.
Yeah, I'm into modeling.
क्या करती हो?
So, basically, if I just, talk about my journey. So, I started like when I was 18. And since then, it's, going on. And in modeling, like, whatever you do, you just showcase your expressions with the body language and personality all together. So, yeah, it's an art.
Absolutely, it's an art.
Right.
But how do you start it?
So that's a point in life, I guess, in everyone's life, where you just, get a pinch like, oh, okay, you should try it. So what happened, I was just, giving up my boards exam. So I was in 10th at that time. And COVID hit, like, all of the sudden.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yep. So, I was just scrolling, YouTube shorts, Instagrams, and things going on. And I don't know from how or from where, but few of the, runway reels came on my like feed, and I was like, oh, that's a cool stuff. Like, a good height, a good face, a good personality altogether. Well, so at that moment, it wasn't like I should try it, or it wasn't like that. I was just, liking the reels, and it's like cool stuff. I guess, you know, like people are lucky enough to do this stuff and earning money. It's a good job.
But I'm gonna interrupt you right
Yeah,
there. This is India.
right.
People don't have cool views about this. How did you manage that?
Um, right enough, I guess, but I think you should be strong on your mindset for this thing.
Did
Like
your family supported you?
So now they are supporting me, but in the initial phase when I just told my family about it, ki I want to do this stuff, I want to go for modeling and do runway modeling and fashion modeling and all of this stuff. So my family was like bit uncomfortable with this because of course typical Indian families, and they are like, I think this field is not good for you, and there are a lot
And they
of
have
things.
multiple ideas. I know
Yeah,
about that.
exactly. The drugs thing, and then the safety things, and a lot of stuff was there, which is like, I would say like some point it is like okay for a parent, but I guess then when it's start being controlling your kid and their future, I don't think that's a good point. So yeah, in the initial phase they were like a little bit disappointed with me and with my vision of my future, but later on when things started working fine, I started working in the industry with good people and all of that. So like they later on realized, okay, this is good, this is not what they have imagined and what society has told them, like, oh, okay, this is how this thing work. But now, yeah, they are pretty much okay with this.
But was it tough?
It
To,
was tough. It was tough, like, going against your parents, fighting with all of your relatives and everyone, and then not talking to them for like, I guess, for 2 months straight. Because that is something which your child has chosen for themselves and they don't like it. So, yeah, they were not talking to me in the initial phase, which is like pretty much okay. But yeah, it was tough.
but are they okay now?
They are okay. They are completely okay, and they supports me in everything. So yeah.
So about the family, who was your initial help?
I would say my brother, my younger brother. So he
Do you have a
is
real
like,
brother?
yes. So he is like always there for me, like at any point of time. So whenever I just ask him like, oh, okay, this, this is the thing, and I just want to try it. Like I don't know whether it suits me or not, but I just want to give it a try. And he is always like, oh, okay, cool, go for it. I'm there for you. If like there anything which is not okay to you, or which you don't like it, you can just tell me. I'll just find a way to solve that out. So yeah, it's my brother, and then it's my mom as well. So she's also like pretty much supportive into stuff. But the other family members, you have relatives and everyone, and they just poke up their noses into the family
I'm pretty sure
matters.
about that.
Right. So this is the point where you get your life throughout. So yeah.
So your brother, did he explain to all your family members that it's fine?
Yeah, he did. But like there's one thing in Indian families, I would say, like if the child is
Indian
young,
families are rebel.
yeah. So if he is
I'm sorry
16,
about that if I'm getting personal.
that's all right. So if someone is 16 or 17, their point of view doesn't matter at all. Like I think at all. So yeah, so whatever he was explaining to them, it was completely like none of the things were working out at that moment, and they were like, oh, okay, he's a child, he doesn't know anything about that industry or something.
But when you were a child back then?
I was 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So not a child, I would say.
Yeah.
A new adult.
New adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, right.
So what was your journey like? How did you got your first job as a model?
So I would say like I faced a lot of backlashes in the starting, which is a part of journey
But your family
actually.
was not supporting you.
Yeah, so they were not supporting me in the thing, like like they were not supporting, like if I'm getting a project, they are like, oh, will you be able to do it? I don't think so, like because I was an introvert from the very starting, and I usually don't used to talk to people or anyone coming to my home. I was like, I was the kid who is just sitting in the corner and having my own things and not talking to like any other person at all. So they were like,
So there are two battles. First with yourself
yeah,
and second with
right.
your family.
Right. So they were like, oh, okay, we don't think that you must be okay to it. You have to talk to a lot of people. You have to meet a lot of people. You have to go out, go to meetings, get a client or get something for a shoot. Because initially, like, if I talk about this industry, it's all about connections. So you have to make a lot of connections, with good people on the way. So yeah, so it was there. And so that is the thing, I would say ki it was little concerning from my parents side, because they were like, oh, okay, I am not strong enough to deal with the society, to deal with the people around me. So yeah, that was their major concern.
But then how did you handle it?
I guess
Because you had two battles. First with
right,
yourself,
right,
right?
right. Yeah, right. So I guess my boards exam were finally, finished. I was doing 12th at that time. And when all these things started in my mind, I was in 10th when the COVID hit. So it was all going for like 2 years, all in my thoughts and everything. And then I finally told my parents, like, okay, this is something which I want to do and I want to go with.
How
So
did the idea come into?
so yeah, exactly. That was I was speaking about, like the reels, which I was looking out, the videos I was looking, and then I started seeing their interviews and everything, and it was like very fascinating for me, honestly. And I was like. I don't know. Maybe it's good for me or not. I am not very sure about it, but I should give it a try. Little gut feeling, just
But are you
tackle
liking
it.
it?
I am loving it, loving.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that's how all it started. And then I, shifted to Delhi for it. Initially, I told my parents that I want to shift to Mumbai, but again, like Mumbai is too far, it's too complicated, you won't be able to understand the city. So just go to Delhi and try the stuff. If you're doing fine there, then you can, proceed to Mumbai as
But
well.
you told me you come from a conservative background.
Yeah, I do. But
But that would have been tough.
it
Explaining.
was very tough, and I would say, like, when I think, like, when you just start moving with your life, when you have that confidence in yourself and you start managing the things by your own, living in a totally new city, you're not having anyone, you don't have any connection, you don't have any friends or anyone to help you out. And then I think, like, the parents also see this struggle, what their child is doing and how she's managing all the things, and now she's pretty much confident in everything, and talking to someone or while doing any activity. So I guess their point of view changes a lot with time.
Has it?
Yeah, a
That's good
lot,
to know.
a lot. So yeah, that's how it's working out. And now I think, like, because of me, I think my other girls in my family are also approaching new careers, and I'm very happy about it.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. when the first time you told your parents कि भाई अभी तो नहीं करना है conventional way?
Right. So when I told my parents, I talked to my like papa, my father. So I was
Girls
like,
are always close to their father, aren't they?
right. I was like, in my mind, I was like, my mom will agree, I think, but papa's side will be tough. So let's talk to father first. So I just went to him and I was like, see, dad, I want to do this. Also, I will be continuing with my studies. I'm not saying I'm leaving my studies or something like that, but I just want to continue with this career. And then he was like, okay, but how did thought comes into your mind and like and not like anyone from my family is doing it. I don't think you will be comfortable doing it. You have to face a lot of things and you don't need to do it basically. You can just go, you are good in studies, you can just opt for any other career beside that. And I was like, cool, I can, but I want to try this. I just want to give it a try. And then my father was like, oh, okay, cool, go for it. Because initially he thought like it is
कि
just,
नहीं करवाइए.
नहीं कर पाएगी या वापस आ जाएगी या क्या
Yeah, I
ये हो रहा
understand
है,
that.
1 महीने रहेगी बाहर, खुद समझ में आ जाएगा क्या है कैसा है. So she'll come back. So this was the thing. And then he just told my mother about it, like,
And
what your
mother was
daughter.
hysterical.
Sorry?
Sorry about the personal question.
No, that's all right.
Mother was hysterical.
No.
No,
No.
generally they are.
So she's like okay with that. So yeah, so he told my mother like, what your daughter is talking about, she want to do this. And my mother was like, oh, okay, I'll talk to her, like, I'm sure like there must be something or she'll just change her mind about it or something like that. And my mother came to me and she was like, oh, okay, see, you are very good in studies and stuff, so just opt
Were
for,
you good in studies?
yeah, I was. So they were like, oh, okay, just go for engineering or just go for any government thing or something like that. But don't go for this. This is not for you. Like, a person like you won't be able to handle all these things. And I was like, see, mom, I don't know whether I'll be able to do it or not, but I just want to give it a try. And I will be glad if you guys, will be joining me into this or will be supporting me into this. So, like, initially, we used to talk a lot about this, and then my father started, talking about this to other members as well, to my other family members. And they all were like, this is not good for your daughter. They think like it's unsafe.
Typical Indian family.
Right, it's unsafe, and
Yes.
she'll be going to a completely new city. How she'll be handling the things? What if something bad happened to her? And all of those stuffs were going on. And then my father was like, "See, do whatever you want to do, but not go for this. Do not go for
You
this."
have got a good father.
Yeah. So I was like,
So what were you thinking? कि भाई पापा मान जाएंगे?
I was, uh, I was like, I was just having a thought of mine, like maybe they agree. I don't know they will or not, but maybe. So there was something like that. And then I was like, see, Papa, I really want to try this. My heart is coming out for it. And I want to go for it. So
Was that your passion?
yeah, exactly. So, and for like initially a month, they just stopped having any conversation with me. And I was feeling like,
That was normal.
yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. I think like I'm going
Now you
against.
live in Mumbai. Mumbai is expensive. I know that.
Yeah, Mumbai is very expensive. Basically, I am living in a PG for now. Girls' PG is there. And we just contribute the rent and every stuff. So it's in the budget right now. And although I am doing, a corporate job as well, that is like a business development part for a company, which, pays off my bills. So which is pretty much good enough because modeling is a job, it can earn you a lakhs of money in a month or a zero in a month. So it totally depends.
It's about the modeling.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. How's your
So
experience?
basically,
You
I
told
would
me
say, yeah,
that you fought with your family.
yeah, right,
Not like fight, but
right,
you fought with the family,
right,
right?
right.
So how is it? How do you like that decision?
I'm loving that decision. I'm very happy that I I took up a chance for myself. I stand up for myself, and I just put whatever going in my mind in front of my family, not worrying about what will be the consequences and everything will be there. So I'm very proud of it, and I'm just very happy about the moment that I finally decided to get out of that thing. And now I'm doing pretty good in my life, which my parents are also proud of. So yeah, so it's going pretty much fine. And
So you told me you're
yeah,
not happy in your house. Why is that?
it was because, initially, there are a lot of things going on, when I'm not a person who likes to be controlled, like in control. So but again, then it's the whole family drama, and they just tell you, okay, opt for this career, or maybe this career. These are the plates in front of you, choose anyone from it, but not like, outside of it.
So I'll be asking you a personal question.
Yeah.
If not modeling, what would you have chosen?
mm, then I would have, like, so
You can
okay.
be totally free about that.
Right. So if not modeling, I'll choose maybe an astronaut.
Astronaut.
Yeah. I just love that. So yeah. I'm pretty much, fascinated about the things which is going in the space. Oh, okay, this is the phenomena, or what is happening, what all satellites and everything. So yeah, I'm like quite fascinated about it. So I like cosmos, universe. So yeah, maybe an astronaut.
So which
What's you?
galaxy do we live in?
Milky Way, of course. I know this much. Yeah.
That was a trick question though.
Won't be
But I
into
like
anything, maybe.
astrology as well.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not like, I don't have that much great knowledge about astronomy, to be honest. But yeah, I just love the above concept of it. Like, oh, okay, that's how things work, and that's how people just go and explore the universe and everything. So I just love those concepts.
So next question.
Yeah.
What's the next closest planet?
Mm, oh, okay. This is a very simple question, I would say. But mm, okay, I'm not remembering the answer as of now.
It's fine.
Yeah,
That was a trick question as well. So now we come to the next section.
sure.
Is
All
there,
set
any,
for it.
is there anything bad about this industry?
There are a lot of stuff. I won't say it's bad or not. I'm not pretty much sure about it, but yeah, a lot of things going in the back. So yeah, a lot of stuff is there.
Has it ever happened to you?
Um, yeah, it does happen to me while I was a very new baby to this industry at that moment. Now it's been like 2.5 years, which is a good time to explore the industry and everyone. So initially, when I was new and I was just putting my portfolio out in the market, and I was very eager to get any project. So I decided to meet few designers to work for them or something like that. And then I met this male designer, and he just called me to some hotel, I guess, or something. And of course, I was 18. So my mind was like, oh, okay, a designer is calling me. Maybe he just likes my portfolio or something. So I just give it a try and just go. And then when I just reached there, and the things started getting, a little awkward. And he was like, oh, okay, can you just, remove this stuff or this clothes? I want to try new clothes on you. And I was like, no, I'm not comfortable. Like, I can just, I need someone female over here or something like that. I can not do this. And then he was like, no, no, it's pretty much normal in this industry. And you don't have to worry about, there's no camera, nothing. It's just me and you. And I was like, no. And then I just get out of that, situation. And I felt terrified that day. So, yeah.
What did you feel like?
I don't know. It was like, you there's some point you start, just challenging your own, desires or something like that. And I was feeling ki maybe I have chosen something wrong for myself. Maybe it won't work for me, because it was my, like, my very first experience, something like this. And at that point of time, I felt like maybe my parents were right, and I don't know. So it was a moment of silence for me, and I was like just going through all my decisions, all my past and everything. So yeah.
So, this was your first shoot? This one?
Which one?
The one you felt sad about?
Yeah, this was my first experience like this. And it wasn't a shoot, I would say. It was just for trial. So he called me and he was like, oh, okay, I liked your profile. Can you just come up for trials? And so this was a trial thing initially.
So, how did you cope with that? I mean, how did you make sure that this does not happen again?
So after that, I just, asking portfolios from designers as well. I just asked them like, do you have any female assistants with you? Or I'm not really, comfortable. Can I bring up my friend with myself? So for like next few months, I was like, dealing with these things. And I used to make sure like someone should be there, like my friend or maybe a female
उसके बाद हुआ
assistant
क्या
or
ऐसा?
something. No,
Okay.
no.
Even
I
in Mumbai,
usually, sorry.
I heard a lot of things about casting.
Yeah, castings are there specifically, but then I think that's person's choice as well. So I have attended a lot of castings, and
Casting couch.
yeah, fortunately I have not been good, gone through this in the casting phase. So yeah, casting is like a pretty much good journey for me, but not for all of them. So
So, about this bad experience, where was it? In Delhi?
yeah, it was in Delhi itself. Um, I was very new to Delhi. It was just like I would say 2 3 months. So yeah, and I was like pretty much excited. Oh, okay, maybe things are started happening for me or something like that. But initially, it was a terrible experience.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
But since you were already fighting with your parents,
yeah,
kind of fight, not
right,
like fight, but kind of fight,
right,
right?
right.
Did you tell anyone?
No, I deal with it all alone because I knew the very moment if I'm gonna tell this to my parents or something, or
That would be a total nightmare.
so they will be like, oh, okay, come to home. You don't have to deal with this. Come to home. So I think this is a very basic thing which I think every child go through. And if you just tell your parents about your problems and they're like, सब कुछ छोड़कर घर आ जाओ.
Exactly.
That's the only solution for them. And I don't like that solution at all. So if something has happened to you in the past or is happening to you, there must be a solution to it. Just you have to look for it and you will tackle it out with time. So yeah.
So how did you cope with it? I mean, it's a tough situation for anyone.
Yeah, right. I was having like good friends till then by like in Delhi, which were a good photographers and I just called them and I was like, see, this happened to me and I just don't know what to do. Like, should I do this? Should I not go for this? Should I complain or something like that? I'm not really sure about it.
What did they
So
suggest?
so they were like, see, whatever has happened, that was completely wrong. But this industry is like this, and you have to be, very, very careful about the things, about the castings, where you are going, whom you are meeting. You have to like think, I think, 10 times before meeting any new person in this industry. So then these people were like good enough to give me the confidence and to start move, and they were like, oh, okay, if anyone is calling you again, just let us know, we'll be joining you or something like that. So yeah, they helped me a lot in that phase.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
Friend helps.
I would say like a lot of things in my life I have deal with, it's just because of my good friend circle.
I could say that for myself as well.
Yeah, right.
Friends help, right?
Definitely,
You
definitely.
have a bad day, friends are there for you.
Definitely. I think, one chit chat with one of your closest friends
And it's all
settles
resolved.
everything in your
Yes.
life, whatsoever is going on. So, yeah, friends are very important in life.
Any other bad experience?
Um,
Anything
not
at all?
not really, but I think that one incident made me so much, being so much careful and everything. So I was just, started imagining every single thing which can go bad before meeting any person. So I was taking like, full, things to be in control, like whenever I'm going to meet any person. But there was one thing which happened. So since I was doing, freelancing at that moment, and one person just called me out and he was like, see, I have a shoot for you. I'm the photographer and I just need a model. I have the makeup artist and team. I said like, okay. And he was like, what's your budget? So I quoted a sort of amount of budget to him, and this is my budget. I'm going to do it for like, for like 5 hours or something. And he was like, okay, cool. You can just come to this, studio, and we'll manage the shoot. I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And then, initially, the day of shooting, I went there, and there was no team, nothing, just a photographer and his camera and me. And I asked him like, "Oh, you just told me you have makeup artists, you have the whole team here," and he was like, "Oh, okay, they are coming. Since then, like you can start your basic makeup or something." I was like, I don't know, but man, makeup artist is coming, so why I need to do the basic makeup or something? And then he was like, see, I don't think makeup artists will be joining us. So you have to do it by your own self. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I thought like it's a little bit,
Weird.
weird, like makeup artist
Yeah.
is not coming for a shoot. But I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Like we have showed
Maybe
together,
some.
and I tell you, like
Right.
makeup artist is not coming.
Right. So maybe there must be some emergency or something.
Yeah.
Things happen. And then later on, I did the shoot, I did everything. The shoot was, kind of weird. Also,
Like weird what?
he was, just asking me to, "Oh, okay, are you comfortable doing this pose, removing the shirt and, showing this?" And I was like, dude, this is not the concept. This is not something we talked about.
What was the shoot initially promised?
Initially, it was like, you have like 6, 7 basic outfits. You want to shoot for them, and it's done. Like, this was the basic concept of the shoot, of like, which was happening that day. And then the shoot got finished, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I need the money, and I'll just go back home." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just transfer the money to you, like, in a while or something like that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Did he pay?
No, he didn't. And he was like, he ghosted me and everything. And he was like, okay, I'm not paying you. And this happens to a
Did you
lot
ask
of
why?
models. He just ghosted me. I tried to contact him like multiple times through multiple phone numbers and all. He just ghosted me. And he have done like this same thing to a lot of models I know. So
So then why did you get connected with him? I mean,
I got to
why did
later
you?
on. I got
Okay.
it later on. Yeah.
So
When
you
when
didn't
it
knew
was
back
already
then.
no.
When
No,
was
no,
it?
no. I guess it's I was it was like pretty much in the new phase only. I will say like it was like 5th or 6th months into modeling when this happened.
And when did you started modeling?
I started modeling when I was 18, so I just don't know the complete date or year. I
That's
just don't
fine.
remember it.
We are totally.
But initially, it was like 5th or 6th month of my modeling thing, so everything was very new to me. And this is I never thought like, oh, okay, someone can do this as well. So yeah,
So has it ever happened again?
no,
You were more careful.
fortunately no. And then I joined agency. So then there's
Okay, let's talk about agencies. What do the agencies mean and how
so
do they hire you?
right. So there's, a lot of fashion agencies, modeling agencies in the market. Now every modeling agency have their own, things to choose the model. They some agencies like the petite models. Some are like they want very lean models. Some wants like a good height, very good heights. They won't accept any model less than 5'10" or something. So everyone have their own criteria, I would say.
So when you started modeling, how did the agencies you approached or
So
did
I
the
was
agencies approach to you?
so I was basically looking for the agencies who just go for all sort of models because I was not sure what my type is, which modeling I will fit into. So I will just throwing my profile out to everyone. I was emailing every agency I know. My friend suggested me. I was just putting my portfolio out there, and then few agencies approached me, and there's like, okay, you can we liked your profile. You can just come over and we can just discuss how things will work. So initially, I just signed up with one agency in Delhi, and then they started giving me projects and everything. And since then, I don't have to worry about the payment stuff. But I would say agencies are also, a big, troublemaker when it comes to modeling. It can be a easy way or it can be a tough way. It totally depends on your journey. So what basically agencies do, I would say favoritism is everywhere.
I
So
agree.
they just, they just have 4 5 models for them who is like their favorites, and then they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna provide
I'm gonna
shoots.
interrupt you,
Yeah,
Disha.
sure.
How did you become favorite?
I was never favorite.
Never?
No, I was never favorite. So, but I know a lot of models who are favorite to their like agencies, and I would say like I don't want to comment over this or something like that, but then it's more like whatever your agency say, do it. You like it, you don't like it, just go for it because they are asking you. So that's how your favoritism journey begins, but never the case for me. And so this was the problem. Like they provide you shoots in like I guess 3 4 months, one shoot in 3 4 months, which makes no sense, right? And then you have to pay your own bills, you have to pay rent, so you have to pay everything.
Everyone has
How
to pay
how
them.
how you gonna manage it? And then they ask you to don't work for anyone else.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so that's the very tragic thing. Like, okay, you are
So
not
that's why we
providing.
have a breaking news here.
Right. So how are you gonna manage it? You are not allowed to do shoots or to do anything which is coming on
So
your
how do
way.
you pay your rents then?
So I was having one more job like in Delhi at that time, same in the field of business development, and that's how I was paying my bills out. But then I just give it a thought, like, see, becoming a part of the agency is not a big thing. Initially, I thought like when I was a freelancer, I was, having a dream to be signed by an agency and to work for them.
And that didn't work out, did it?
And that didn't work out. And I was like, cool, dude, this is not gonna help my future, my career. I have to go for the things, to make it out. And then I guess one thing also happened in my shoot. So it was a shoot from my agency only. And there was some jewelry brand and was a shoot
Okay.
for them. And I guess 3 models were there on the set, and none of us were asked to do or to bring out any specific things.
Okay.
So when we reached there, of course we were like in our comfortable shoot, because shoots is like for 8 hours or 9 hours, so you have to be comfortable. And then they started talking about or taunting about the outfits we are wearing, the way we are looking.
So they didn't like the outfit you guys were wearing.
Right, and they
Okay.
started commenting on it, and they were like, "You guys are looking jaise subah utkar hi aa gaye ho," and kind of thing. I was like, "Cool. See, you wanna do the shoot? Do the shoot. We are not here to just listen to your taunts or anything." And the rest of the 2 models were like kind of silent to the treatment. They were just accepting, and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna deal with it. That's not my job. My job is to shoot for you. If you wanna do that, just begin it, and otherwise, I'm just going." So I just, packed up my bag and I just moved out. And then my agency person called me like, see, Disha, you cannot leave the shoot like this, and we are not supporting you into this. And I asked my agency like, see, the clients are like terrible. They are not respectful to the models at all. I'm not gonna shoot for anyone who doesn't respect models. They're just literally treating you like, a hanger,
Animals.
literally a hanger. And I'm not gonna shoot for them. And they were like, cool, if you're not gonna shoot for them, we have to,
Were you paid?
yeah, I was paid. Like the the afterwards I was not paid, but the shoot was paid, I mean. So
But were you paid
no,
as a model?
no, not in that shoot. So that's how I just signed off from my agency, and then I started doing freelancing again, and
Okay,
that
a
worked
personal
out for
question
me.
again, Desha.
Yeah,
Are you working for any agency right now?
I am. I am. But
But is it good?
it is good, and they allow their models to work for other brands as well, and other projects which whatsoever going in their way, they can just do it. So I just like that fact.
You just told me that you were in a shoot yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Tell me about that. How was it?
So the shoot was fantastic, I would say, but then it was
No
uh,
casting
a
bullshit.
bit tiring, and then a lot of
You're
things.
even posting on Instagram. I looked.
Yeah, right. I just mentioned the story, right? Right. So initially, what happened is it was for a streetwear brand, and they just wanted to capture the movements which happens in everyday life. So they wanted the shoot to be give it a natural feel to it. So we shoot it for them like in CP outside, and then we moved to Noida, and just shoot it in that farmhouse. And initially, it was 8-hour shoot, which turns out to be a 14-hour shoot.
I know.
You know very well what whatsoever happened, and it was very very tiring. And yeah, but that's how shoot works. It never ends on time, I guess. Never.
Do you ever complain about that though?
We cannot. I mean, like, that won't
Agency.
work. Agencies are there, and then if you're gonna complain that out, I don't think anyone would be accepting you to work for them. So yeah, that's the basic thing. So you have to do it. Once you get like okay for a shoot, you have to do it no matter what.
Even if the times are not acceptable?
You have to do it. Otherwise, you are just going off the commitments, and which is totally not right. That's the thing.
So tell me, Mumbai better hai or Delhi?
Very basic question, I would say. I would
We are
say
talking about
like,
basic questions today.
yeah, right. Um,
You
so
have to be honest
Delhi,
though.
I will. Delhi have their like I think both of the cities have their own perks.
You tell me.
Um,
I'm thinking about
I
myself. Should I move
guess
to Mumbai or should I stay in Delhi?
I guess Mumbai. Mumbai is far better.
Why?
Like I would say, like, first thing, we all know what Delhi's AQI is, and
Everyone is talking
I
about the
will
pollution.
never prefer to live to Delhi in this scenario. I just live my life, like, love my life so much. And then when it comes to Mumbai, if you ask me about Mumbai, Mumbai is, I would say, like, pretty much comfortable, and I will say it's so safe. It's so safe. So the main
Better
reason,
than Delhi?
yeah,
How can you say that? That's stereo. That's stereotyping.
I can say that because I have, like, lived in Delhi for 2 years, so I know the things here. I am, never comfortable traveling, alone after, like, 11 p.m. or so. You have to call someone, "Oh, okay, can you help me out? I'm here." But that's not the case with Mumbai. So I
What's your
love that
best place in
fact.
Mumbai?
Mumbai, I love. So I will say
Okay, I know Mumbai. Okay, let me tell you this. I know Mumbai. I know each and every street on Mumbai. So tell me, what's your favorite
That's
on
great.
Mumbai?
That's great. I love Warsaw.
That's where my brother used to live.
Oh, okay. Because I live in Andheri West, which is very near to, Warsaw. So I like Warsaw. The vibe of Warsaw is good. And I would say, like, a lot of people from our industry live in Warsaw. So that, you meet
Where's
a lot of
money
people.
easy, Mumbai or Delhi?
Money is easy everywhere. You just have to know how to
You
make
just
it.
have to say how to.
So yeah, it's pretty much easy, but Bombay have a lot of competition.
Hmm.
It's not there in Delhi, but Bombay is crazy competition state.
Okay, what about Agra, where you come from?
Peaceful. No competition, no money. Simple.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's how Agra is, and that's how all small cities are.
What about dating? Is it easy in Agra, Mumbai, or Delhi?
Dating?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think dating is easy at all, though. But Mumbai. Mumbai.
Hmm.
As I am not. I I have dated few guys like in Delhi, and I am dating in Mumbai, so I'll choose Mumbai.
Hmm.
You know the reason, I think.
I don't want to comment on that.
Right.
So Mumbai में, do you like the beaches?
I like the beaches. I almost go out every day to have my jog, to have my running session at, beaches only. Juhu beach is like the one which I mostly go to because it's near to me. So yeah, I love
They have the good
beaches.
hotels as well.
Yep. So yeah, beaches I love. I think Mumbai is all about beaches. You won't
I
find
think so.
you won't find any other thing in Mumbai to explore or any such thing. I think in that way Delhi is better. Delhi have like lot of places, lot of historical
And
places are
pollution.
there. That's unbeatable.
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, Mumbai is all about beaches. So you have to like it. If you don't like beaches, I don't think you will be able to cope up with Mumbai at all. Because there's nothing to love Mumbai beside that. Beaches. When it comes to, explore thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And specifically the guys.
All right. You know it better.
My brother used to live there, so I know Mumbai.
Right. I agree.
So, well, that's it for the interview today. We had Disha, who was not a product of nepotism. Is it fine that I say that?
It's completely fine.
Disha was not the product of nepotism, and she still made it to Mumbai, and she's liking Mumbai very much. So, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Disha, for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.